Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. And this is another edition of Fanboys Exposed. And we started with Ignacio Gutierrez, and he states Canelo Alvarez vacated a belt at 168. So why would he fight at 168? First of all, Canelo Alvarez trainer Eddie Reynoso came out and stated that he never vacated any belt. That was a statement made by Eddie Hearn. Also, in regards to that, Canelo Alvarez is moving from 175 down to get back to 160. Why wouldn't he fight at 168? All of his next potential opponents are all fighters that fight at 168. And if he did vacate the belt, it would still make sense because he would be fighting a full-fledged world champion, most likely in a Billy Joe Saunders or a Callum Smith. That makes perfect sense. But let's keep it going. And then we get Darryl Williams, and he states, you hate so hard on Wilder. You never once say anything bad about AJ or Canelo. I'm done with your channel. You're even trying to hide the fact that you are just a hater. You never debate other YouTubers. You're a fake fan that's clout chasing. So we're just going to break this down. First of all, we don't hate on Wilder at all. We just give the facts. Wilder's not the face of boxing. Fact. Wilder's fighting old washed up fighters that are 40 plus years old. Fact. So these are facts. That's not hating. Facts can't be biased. So what we're giving you is the absolute and unbiased truths. As far as Anthony Joshua and Canelo Alvarez, these guys are fighting the best fight after fight after fight, reaching new heights, fighting the big names. And, at the end of the day, you can't hate on that. You can only commend that. Let's be honest and unbiased. But let's just keep it going. And the next one comes from Jay Strong. Jay Strong says, IBFP, you hate black fighters. Why? First of all, we don't hate any fighters. We give you facts. And if you don't like the facts, then because they don't suit your narrative, then you bring in race. That's what happens with these guys. They bring in race when they have no facts to support their narrative. You see that, I commend Terrence Crawford. He's black. Anthony Joshua, he's black. Danny Jacobs, he's black. But when I commend all of these fighters, I never see this guy, Jay Strong. The only time I ever see Jay Strong in even making any statements or comments is in regards to Jermall Charlo, because we expose Jermall Charlo for trying to fight fighters constantly moving up in weight. Let's be honest and unbiased. And then you see Roy. And Roy's the next one, and he states, IBFP, why are you talking about pay-per-view numbers, idiot? Pay-per-view is dead. We all know that. That's why Canelo is not fighting on pay-per-view. He sold 1 million buys thanks to Triple G. So let's just expose Roy. First of all, Canelo Alvarez sold 1 million buys not thanks to Triple G, but because he's Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez sold 1 million buys before Triple G. Triple G has never sold 1 million buys without Canelo Alvarez. Secondly, when you look at it honestly and unbiased, pay-per-view numbers, these are just facts. These are just numbers that are coming out. So you can't get in your feelings about facts. You can't say pay-per-view is dead, because at the end of the day, if you're, a face of boxing, if you're fighting the best, if you can attract the fans to buy it, then pay-per-view can still thrive. Canelo Alvarez was still doing well on pay-per-view. He didn't leave pay-per-view because pay-per-view was dead. He left pay-per-view simply because why would you turn down guaranteed 35 million plus per fight plus upside for, an unstable pay-per-view market? It makes perfect sense. But let's just keep it going. Shaka XL states Canelo's looking for another washed up fighter. Fight your mandatories like you're supposed to. I missed the good old times. Now this is where Shaka is biased, because we never see him speak on anyone else. He never says that about Deontay Wilder and fighting your mandatories. He never keeps that same energy when it comes to Dillian White and Deontay Wilder. But ironically, he switches it all up when he goes to Canelo Alvarez. Jermall Charlo was never mandated to fight Canelo Alvarez. Never. It never happen. So how is that his mandatory? And at the end of the day, Jermall Charlo is a paper champ and a tune-up fighter. But once again, unbiased as always, it's the IBFP.